Greetings and salutations, fellow earthlings of this planet. Let's turn the lights on, shall we? We're just getting to the shop this morning. How are you doing? Well, we're getting ready to have our witch's brew. Somewhere here I have my can koozie. Maybe. Anyway, today's agenda, we are, we're going to go live on YouTube and do a haul from Collector's Carnival. So I got to get all that stuff out and ready. We're going to turn on our trees because sadly this tree is going to be put away because I'm not going to have room for it. This tree is not. I'm going to put this in my filming area. My Halloween tree is going to stay up all year, but that one is too big to keep out year round. So we're gonna have to put that one away. So not a lot has changed since we vlogged, since my last vlog. I've been in Indianapolis for 2 days with Grayson, so really have not been doing anything but cuddling that baby, which I so look forward to. But this weekend, I'll show you because I didn't show you last time, and it doesn't look like I've gotten anywhere in listing things on eBay, but I have taken pictures of things. But I got to continue to do that, and I also got to we need to clean out this area here. So I need to go through these books and pull out the ones that I am going to sell, and the other ones I will probably take to my booth and put them pretty inexpensive. The thing with books is you really have to look them up because books can shockingly surprise you. For example, I have some books that's listed on eBay, and some of them are very unsuspecting. I want to say this one's worth a little bit of money, like $15, $18. So, you know, I mean, I got this yoga book too. Does anyone not need? It's fully illustrated, Yoga for Today. Don't you want to do that? So anyway, I did move all of my listed inventory. I did have some things that sold. This that I got from the bin sold for, it's a Diamond Point Indiana glass Diamond Point fairy lamp top sold, and these guys sold as well on eBay. So I'm gonna pull these listings or these items and get them shipped today. But boy, the goal is to get this area cleaned up. And I also am going to go through my shelves to decide what's going to auction, what I'm going to put in my booth, what I'm going to keep for live sales. And honestly, moving forward, the way that I am buying inventory is going to change because I'm going to be doing live sales from inside the mall. So it's going to be things that I have in my booth, but it's also going to be things that my vendors have in their booths as well. And then I will be doing the shipping on those things. So I'm basically going to be buying inventory for my booth and the occasional live sale that I'm going to have on my own, because I think at least for a little while moving forward, other than the vintage clothing, or not just the clothing sales, because I'm going to be doing those on Vamp. Those are going to be happening on Virtual Antique Marketplace. So there are going to be some changes on Vamp that I'm going to be announcing soon. It's just a small little change, but it's a change that is going to allow the sellers on the weekends to be able to sell things that aren't vintage on the weekends only live. So they still can't list things statically that isn't vintage, but they can have, you know, especially during fourth quarter, they can sell things that maybe don't fall into the vintage category. So then that means I'm going to be able to sell my clothing on there, which is so much easier because I don't have to send an invoice. I don't have to wait on information. Don't have to write anything down. I can hold something up. I can take a picture of it. I can sell it and it's done. So it just makes it much more easier. So dopamine clothing sales are going to be probably going to be on, I haven't decided, either Saturday, maybe by the time I put this out I'll be able to put a graphic in, but it's going to be either Saturdays or Sundays is when I'm going to be doing those sales. So some changes on the horizon. I'm also going to be having a Cabbage Patch sale. I'm also going to be having a Nancy Ann doll sale. Those are two things that are going to be happening very soon as well. So be on the lookout for those things. Today, right now, I'm going to get those items shipped. I'm going to get things ready for my haul, and I have a meeting at noon with District. So I got to get ready for that too. All right. I will check back in when I'm taking some pictures over there, I'm going to kind of go through my whole process of what works for me as far as, I say what works for me, but what is working for me as far as taking pictures and getting things listed. Well, it's me checking in, and I haven't done a whole lot. I worked on creating some listings today, and I mean, like, sitting at my computer and writing them, not taking pictures and stuff of that. So Mark just got here to the shop, and Jaden's gonna come down and we're gonna go get something for dinner. But I'm gonna get here early in the morning, and I'm gonna start taking a bunch of pictures. So when I get here in the morning, I'll kind of go through my process a little bit. I'm just feeling very overwhelmed today. You know, I'm trying to start somewhere. Hey Mark, I'm vlogging right now. How are you feeling about everything?
I'm hungry.
Well, other than that, like, I just feel like I don't even know where to start.
What?
With everything.
We've made a start.
Well, I know we've made a start, but
We gotta get another trailer full of stuff sent out. I think that'll help us a lot.
I think what I'm stressed out about is because I need to do all of this, and I'm not really having a lot of live sales right now because I'm trying to focus on listings and getting listings up. So I think I'm just like, you know, it was so much easier to be able to just go live and not have to take the photographs and make all the listings and stuff and just sell stuff and still be able to make some money. But now I'm having to take the pictures, write the listing. So it just takes a little bit more time. But then I also have to...
You were still taking the pictures.
Well, kind of. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But right now we're going to go eat because Mark's hungry. All right. I'm going to come back. I'm going to be here in the morning, and we will get started on... When I get here in the morning, I'm going to work on taking, I don't know, at least 20 or 30 pictures. And I think that's what I need to do. I think I need to like give myself, okay, Misty, go in there and take 20 pictures. Accomplish that goal and 20 items. Right. And then, which I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 20 pictures of 20 items. Then I'm going to start going through the stuff on the shelves. And I need to clear off a shelf, like let's say over here, of things that I'm going to be putting in my booth. And then things I'm taking to auction and yada, yada, yada. Like, dude, he's great, right? That's a Boyd's Bear someone turned into a skeleton. Okay. I'm gonna walk over to eat, but I'm gonna make that goal for myself, and I will see you in the morning. Here we meet again. It's the next day. And I got a little bit of a late start because I had to do some things in the morning and at the house. So I'm here now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick 20 items, and I'm going to take pictures of those 20 items, and then I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to start going through some of the stuff back there. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. Take 20 photos of 20 items, and I'm going to really try to stop at 20 items. You know, I have like packages of things that I've ordered from Vamp that I need to open as well. So, all right, but I'm gonna pick 20 things. When I pick those 20 things, I will let you know. I'm also vlogging on my phone for TikTok. So I'm gonna pick the things on TikTok for the TikTok vlog, but I will show you in this vlog the 20 things that I picked. Does that make sense? All right, I'll be back. Well, I was opening up some boxes before I was pulling the stuff, and I got a box from Michael, and when I opened it up, Michael the Cult of Vintage, you know, and when I opened it up, it says, this is from Karen Marshall. So she must have bought this from one of Michael's sales, and it's packed lovely. So I'm gonna open it up and see what Karen sent to us from Michael. This is spooky. Oh my gosh, it's a Collegeville Halloween mask. You know where this is gonna go? On my tree. Oh my goodness. So this is the whole costume. Oh my gosh, look. It's got this, like, you put this on your head so you can be a spooky skeleton. My gosh, and look, it's got the whole costume. What size is this? It's a medium adult. I just might wear this for Halloween. This'll fit me. I totally wear this for Halloween also. I can be a spooky skeleton. Ooh, spooky. Karen, thank you so very much. Well, I think I know what I'm going to be for Halloween this year. Well, but what I'm going to do before Halloween, it's not very often that you find an adult size costume. Of course, Mike will find it because he always finds amazing freaking things. Well, let's put this, even though I'm going to be moving my tree, I'm still keeping it out, and I'm going to hang some buckets. So I'm going to redo this whole tree once I get it moved because I've got some of these. I got another one over there. We're going to move Canada for a minute. We're going to stick you, spooky skeleton mask, up by that spooky skeleton bucket. Our witch. Ah, it's so good. Thank you, Karen. And thank you, Michael, for shipping it so nicely. All right, so now I'm gonna, I mean, even this can be put on display. That is so awesome. I'm gonna pick my items, my 20 items. I'm gonna take pictures. I'll show you the 20 things, and then I'll sit down and I'll kind of like, we'll explain the method to my madness, and it's madness. Well, I'll be back.
6.5 hours later.
All right, I pulled some things to take photos of. It's mainly some linens and some plush. I've got some Barney blankets and a Holly Hoppy blanket and some plush because I've got a lot of plush because I love plush. So I might as well go ahead and get that. I also have a centrifuge and a Nissan car part. You just never know. All right, so what I wanted to talk to you about, I don't know what I did with my phone, but I take pictures with my phone. I have this little area right here. Let me grab my phone. What did I do with it? Let's grab our Alani too while we're sitting here. So, cheers. I have this little setup here with some lights around it. I always say that the best light that you can use is natural light. So if you can go outside and take pictures, if you can have a setup that is near a window to take pictures, that's the best lighting to take pictures in. I'm not a fan of this lighting that I have here, and I usually will have to brighten up my pictures, and you can use settings on your phone to brighten up the pictures. If you just go into your settings, everybody's phone is different, so I'm not going to show you the settings on my phone because it's going to be different. You can play with the saturation and make it lighter. You can also use apps to take out the backgrounds, but I would be very careful with that. I do that sometimes for my cover photo, and then every photo after that is the actual item. The photo cover, in my opinion, will get people to walk in the door. They look at everything, they look at the pictures, and then they can decide if they want to buy that item or not. Using good keywords is key. It's going to make your item show up in a Google search if someone's just typing in Snow White plush. And if I'm putting Snow White mine train, I don't know, whatever keywords I'm going to use for this, then that could show up in a Google search, and someone may not even be looking on eBay. They're just typing it into the Google search, and then your listing may pop up and they may be like, I want to buy that. So using good titles, I could just put Snow White plush, and I need to do more than that. It needs to be Snow White mouse, toys, Disney parks, mine cart. Use different adjectives that's going to best describe the item that you're listing. Also using keywords like cottagecore, grandmacore, grand millennial, all of these different terms that are key hot words right now can also help your listing get seen amongst all of the others. So I don't like to put a lot of stuff. I just take a picture of the item. I don't stage it. I know Etsy likes it to be staged. I don't typically do that. I just take pictures and bada bing, bada boom, and got done. And I also recommend not writing a novel for your descriptions because people don't read. They do not read your description. I would just have, if there's any issues with it, and call it a day. This would be a remarkable piece to add to your collection. all people like this. You should have, no one's going to read that. You're wasting your time. Just put like, this is 8 inches tall. There's no chips or cracks. Or I might put smoke-free home if, you know, I'm doing plush or fabrics. So just the basics, because people aren't going to read your novel. I'm sorry. I know it's taken you a lot of time to write your novel, but people aren't going to read it. They're just not going to read it. All right. So I'm going to get busy. And when I get done taking these photographs, then I'm going to attempt to get started on sorting through some of the stuff over there. God have mercy on my... I feel like I'm just moving things around from one bad place to another. But eventually we'll get it figured out. All right, I'm going to take these photos and I will check back in. Well, I did more than 20 things. That's pretty much what I did. I did go live. And I sold like $130 worth of stuff. So for me not having a live sale this week, that really helped. But look at what I did today. Pat myself on the back. I took pictures and made drafts of all of these items. All of these. All of these. All of this. All of this stuff. This I got from the dollar table. This surprisingly sells for about $100 or so. That was a good thing. All of this. Well, not this and not the stuff in this basket. But all of this stuff I've created drafts for. And I've made a dent over here. See, this is trash. So I did it. Now, I didn't get to those things there. I didn't get the centrifuge. I didn't get that done, but I feel like this is going to give me some things to work on when I'm in Indy babysitting, and I feel like I've done something. So I now have to put all of these things. Oh, also I sold several things too. So I did shipping and I didn't even show it to you. So I sold this little robot guy. I'll pop him on the screen. I think we paid $5 for him at a garage sale. The dust, we still have the other one, but the one that we sold, or that I sold today, it actually works. The one that we still have is just mainly for parts. I had my live sale on Vamp and I sold several books and magazines. On eBay, I sold a purse, a beaded purse that I got from the bins. I also sold, well, I'll pop the other two things. I sold 4 things. Oh, a Kewpie. I sold a Shackman Kewpie, and oh, that Tide. I got it from the bins, a little Tide ball thing that you put Tide in it, and it cleans your clothes. They don't make them anymore. So things like that are still in the package. People, you know, they got used to using something like that. When they stop making them, we get angry. We want our things back. Sorry, I'm putting these plushies. I like to go ahead and bag up the plush and stuff because I don't want it to get dirty or to get a smell. So tomorrow, Mark and I are going to work on this area over here and these. So I will be vlogging again tomorrow, and I'm just feeling like I want to take y'all along with us on the stuff I can put in this basket and just carry it back from this basket. Have you go along with us on this journey, and that way when we open, it'll be special. It'll be special for all of us, Well, I hope. Okay, well, I'm going to go home and I am going to start making these listings go active. And You know, the goal is to fill up all these shelves back here with inventory that is photographed and listed and really build up my eBay, Etsy. So like I said, I'm going to refrain from doing some live sales. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to go live and, you know, show some items, you know, and I'm going to be listing things on Vamp, and I have things on eBay, and I will be sharing things on Facebook and on YouTube. Well, not on YouTube, Instagram and Magic Comments. And the way that that works, if I share something on what we call on Vamp Magic Comments. So like I've got this beautiful marigold pieces, and you can claim in the comments, and then you'll get sent a link and you check out that way. So that's just the way that I'm going to be doing things for a little while, because that's what makes sense to me right now, and that's just what I got to do. Because going live, or you know, having the live sales, it takes a long time, and I like to be able to spend time with you, but I would rather do that when it's not like transactional, you know, like when I can, you know, just go live, do a haul, show some things, and then we can spend some time together. I'm gonna go, but I will see you guys tomorrow, and Mark will be with me tomorrow. So everybody loves it when Mark is with us. It's always a good time. All right, thanks again so much for watching, and make sure that you're subscribed if you're not subscribed. Leave a comment, and I will see you in the next vlog. Bye guys.